Hey guys, and welcome back to another Axel 72 video. And in today's video, it's a pleasure to be joined by Justin Pauldo. And Justin, first of all, how are we?
I'm doing good, man. I'm glad to be on.
Of course, it's great to have you on. And you're headlining a ProBox TV event just in the next couple of weeks, June 7th. And I suppose, first of all, how are we feeling about the fight?
I'm feeling great. I'm focused and I'm excited for the opportunity to headline a card on ProBox TV, and I get to go out and put on another statement victory.
Of course, and you are coming off a great victory, and I suppose after the unfortunate defeat that you suffered, to come back and get such a great knockout win, how did that really make you feel?
Well, it feels great to go out and just show the world what I know I can already do, and just going there against a formidable opponent who had been a world champion before. So that was just a great opportunity to go out and just show everybody that I'm capable of being a world champion and I'm at the level with the top guys in the lightweight division.
Do you feel like, you put the lightweight division on notice after that victory?
Absolutely. I'm sure those guys was watching, and I just got to keep on winning and winning impressively, and I'll be soon in the ring with those guys.
And, you're facing a tough Mexican June 7th, and how do you prepare for that tough Mexican style?
I prepare just like I prepare for every fight, staying 150% focused, working hard in the gym, and just drilling in that game plan day in and day out. And I look forward to put on a great performance.
And ProBox TV are giving you another great platform to fight on and your main event in the show. And do you enjoy being that main focus?
Yeah, that's a blessing in itself, but at the end of the day, I just look at it as another fight, and I just stay focused on what I do inside the ring, and I enjoy the outside things later.
Of course. And I suppose, you've been with ProBox for a while now and they've been progressing as well as you have, I suppose. And they're definitely a really good growing promotion. And I suppose, how did everything come about to be, starting working with them, and how's the journey been?
It's been a great journey with ProBox. Coming on a few years ago and seeing the growth that it's had, where the platform has went to now. It's amazing to see and it's amazing to be a part of. And I'm thankful for the opportunities that ProBox has put in front of me.
Most definitely. And I suppose, they've done a couple. Well, I believe they had Lamont Roach on the shows not too long ago. They just had Erickson Lubin on one of their shows. And
Yeah,
I suppose that must inspire you to believe that you could be one of the next, world championship fights on their shows.
absolutely. It was a great thing to see those guys fighting on there, and the doors just keep opening. The network is growing, and I'm happy to be a part of it.
Of course. And are you happy now with the kind of more recent activity in which you were getting? There was a little bit of a period in your career where you had a couple years out, but now seemingly, you've had this your second fight already this year. Are you happy with that activity?
Absolutely. That's a great thing to always stay active and stay in the ring. They keep a fighter sharp. They keep a fighter focused. So I'm happy with that.
And I suppose compared to all these other lightweight contenders, there is some top names, but you're in there, right amongst it, ranked 14th in two sanctioning bodies, I believed, in the world rankings. And so, what would you say makes yourself different to the other top contenders?
Um, I'm just what make me different? I'm just a hard worker. I'm not into all the social media things. I just like to put my head down and work, and let the performances speak for itself. And I plan on going out on June 7th and put on another dominating victory, and I let that performance speak again for itself. And that's all it is with me. Is just I'm focused on fighting, man.
Do you feel like your power is something that is, I suppose, underestimated by a lot of people?
Maybe so. I think I could have quite a few knockouts. But think early in my career, even when I was hurting guys, I was just not properly finishing them. So I think my power is always a surprising factor in every fight I step into the ring in. I know I'm a strong guy, but that's not my main focus. My main focus is always just being sharp and being smart out there.
And I suppose if you are to compare your style to any kind of legends of the boxing game, what would you compare it to?
Um, to me, I don't think it's just one style that I can compare my style to because it's quite a few different fighters that I've taken things from, and I'm constantly learning from everybody. But to go down, if you don't know anyways who my favorite fighters are, I got Floyd Mayweather, James Toney, Tommy Hearns, and Marvin Hagler. So it's different things I've took from each one of those guys, and I try to add it to my game, even if that's just far as their mentality and who they was as fighters.
Yeah, some excellent names there. And I suppose if we are to kind of dissect each name in which you just pointed out, we'll start with Floyd Mayweather. What was, the attributes that for each one really stood out for you?
Well, when it comes to Floyd, it was of course the defense, the counter punching ability, and just the ring IQ and ring generalship. Then if we go to James Toney, this was a guy who was just born to fight, who loved to fight. Great counter puncher, strong, could stay in the pocket, catch and shoot. I love that about him. And then go to Tommy Hearns. I love the big right hand he had, the long snappy jab, and the mean streak, the killer instinct he had.
Mhm.
And then when it goes down to Marvin Hagler, he was a workhorse in the gym, in the ring. He broke guys' will, and I just love his determination.
And a lot of people compare that era with Tommy Hearns and Marvin Hagler and Sugar Ray Leonard as, one of the last great eras of boxing. But do you feel like, with the influx of the kind of Saudi fights that are happening now and, the whole scene as a whole in boxing, we are in a really good era?
Yes, well, I think a couple of the big fights have happened and there's more to come. So hopefully in the future we can get back to that, or soon we can get back to that golden era of boxing.
Of course. And, I'm sure after another statement victory that you're going to put on, you will be, right there with some of the best names. And is there any fights in there in the division in which you're looking at and thinking, these are some really good fights I want to be in?
Whoever had the belts at the time I get there, we know who the guys are, who the champions are right now. So of course I love to step in the ring and challenge any one of those guys for their belts. But coming next, if I can get a shot at any world title, I'll take that. Or whoever in the top 10, whatever fight that can get me to the world title, that's who I love to fight.
And I suppose to speak about one lightweight world title fight that's coming up, Shakur Stevenson is facing William Zepeda, and I'm sure you've been able to watch both of them. And what do you make of it? What's the prediction you have for the fight?
I really don't have a prediction on the fight. But of course, I probably have to lean more towards Shakur, just a better all-around boxer. But at the same time, it's going to be a great fight. William Zepeda is a very high-paced fighter. Um, Pretty strong. He's a pretty strong guy. I think he has decent power. But he's a workhorse. Throws a lot of punches. Shakur has superior boxing skills and defense. Great distance. So I think it's going to be a great fight, entertaining fight to watch, and I'll be watching as a fan.
Do you feel like a fighter like Shakur gets a lot of unnecessary hate due to his style?
Absolutely. Sometimes guys, well, us as fans, if we looking at it from a fan point of view, we do like to see entertaining fights and we like to see guys throwing punches. And sometimes Shakur can go out and be a little more defensive, but at the same time, he is a great boxer, and that's just his style of fighting. And as a boxer and as a boxer fan, we have to just appreciate all the different styles of fighting.
Of course, yeah, that's a really good mindset. And I suppose, you've touched upon wanting to go on to fight for world titles, but how far do you believe you can go? Is it just, one world title or is it going for an undisputed?
I look forward to going to multiple world titles. But at the same time, I'm just focused on getting the first, and then we never know. I might move up or whatnot. What's ever next that's big out there for me, what makes sense, um, financially and legacy wise. That's what I go after.
Have you ever really had many troubles, making the lightweight, limit?
No, it's just about me staying disciplined, and just staying focused, and I think I can stay at lightweight for a while longer. But I think I'm a pretty big lightweight at the same time, so I do have the ability to move up to the next weight class.
That's exciting to hear. And I suppose, the nickname in which you have is Million Dollar Man. Where did that come about from?
That's just come about from having a dream of just being in the big fights and fighting for the $1 million checks and inspiring millions of kids around the world and just let them know no matter what your background or where you come from, you can make it out and you can be whatever you want to be in life.
When you're in the gym training, have you really been able to give, advice to these younger fighters that I'm sure are around you?
Absolutely. We got a great stable of young fighters in our gym, and I'm always trying to just give whatever knowledge I can give and at the same time, I'm watching those guys and I'm learning from them also. So it's fun being around young guys who push each other. They can push me, and I can give them some of my experiences from my career and let them know some of the do's and don'ts. And I like to just listen to them too and get their point of view on things.
And I suppose, from your gym, is there any standout names which fans also should be looking out at?
Absolutely, we have guys like that you already know about. Maybe as in Andreas Cass and we
Mm.
have David Stevens. Those two young great guys coming up. Lorenzo Simpson, another great young fighter coming up, and I think these guys all going to do great in their careers, and everyone should be on the lookout for them.
Great. Sounds like an excellent stable. And, one final question from me. I appreciate your time. Just for the support for you, you must have a lot of fans coming to watch you, being the main event and everything. And what would you like to say to all of them?
Absolutely. Well, just look forward to a great show come June 7th, and I thank everyone for all their support I've been getting. It's all love. But June 7th, it'll be a great night of boxing. And tune in to ProBox TV.
Great stuff. Well, Justin, I really appreciate your time again, and I can't personally wait to watch it from England. And yeah, I'll definitely be tuning in. And again, thank you very much, man.
All right, thank you, man. Great talking with
You too. Thank you, man.
you.
Bye.